This is Pete Swartz from Lancaster, Ohio, again, and reporting. And I did some videos, and I didn't have any pictures, and I want to put some together where I was attacked by the United States Air Force. The NSA called in an airstrike on me, you could say, which they did. I was coming back from Logan on Route 664, coming back into Lancaster, and I was at an event there, and I seen this big bright light up in the air. I mean, it was huge. The ones on the drones, these drones right here, they've got a big, huge light on the front of them. This is what came at me, and I was going down the stretch of the road where there was no houses, and it was long and straight, and it was pitch black out there. So this thing lit the night up, and this is the front of it, and this is a big light, and it's very, very bright. This thing, I seen it in the sky. I was driving, I seen it turn, and I seen it drop straight down, and when it came straight at me, maybe 100 feet off the ground with that light right in my eyes. I'm driving my truck. I could barely see. So I knew right then we were playing a game of chicken. So I said, okay. I just mashed on the gas and went about 100 miles an hour on that straight through there. We'll see who chickens out first. Really didn't care. I was fed up at the time. So this is what the Air Force, the United States Air Force, our own damn military, is being used against us on our own homeland. It's here in Lancaster, Ohio. So this drone from the Air Force in Cincinnati, Ohio, this is where the people operate from, and Boeing aircraft. They try to shut me up, they try to shut me down, and I will not do it. And if I end up dead, you know who killed me. And I swore an oath, and I will not back down. And that was from the NSA calling in a drone strike from the United States Air Force on American citizen. And another thing, there's satellites up in space, and I've had many experiences with these. The satellites in space, I have chips in my head, so these things can beam down on your head while you're driving a vehicle. So, and they'll just try to burn your damn brain out. So what they did with me, I literally drove one night across 2 state lines just trying to get away from it. But it goes at 78 miles an hour. 78 miles an hour is the highest speed it can go at. It does not take corner. You can make a sharp corner. It'll take a time for them to catch up with you. You go left and right, but the best way to get away from them is get on the interstate. Interstate that I set the cruise on 80 miles an hour. I went across 2 straight lines going 80 miles an hour. Never got it. As soon as I slowed down to 75, the sucker was beaming me in the head. So they was following me the whole way. And if I ran out of distance on one satellite, the next one was ready to pick it up. So this is the United States Air Force. These are commands that were given to the United States Air Force by the NSA to do this to me. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because old Johnny Boy that was working for the NSA was getting paid lots of money from the man in China. The man in China was my wife's ex, and he was he is still a billionaire. He was paying them millions of dollars a year to do this to me. So old Johnny Boy labeled me as a targeted individual. There's no paperwork for that. That's just what he did so he could collect all that money for all these years. So I don't know where he's at now. Well, I hadn't heard his mouth, in these chips in my ears that they always run, and they said he's gone. So I don't know. But these satellites, they can go up to 78 miles an hour. If you're actually being targeted like I was, put your cruise on 80 on the interstate and just get away for a while. And but I did find one place where the 2 satellites did not meet. I had about a half a mile, so I could go there and sit, and there was nothing they could do to me. Yep, that's on Route 586. Going in to on 586 off Route 16. Yep, there's a spot there that they can't hit you. So I'm doing everything that what the Air Force has done to me and the NSA. Now I told you before, when I literally heard them say, call the Air Force, he called in a strike on the Air Force. And I told you before on one of the other videos, but I'm trying to put all these together on one video, that the next day I had my 2 guys working for me. We went into Lowe's to buy some paint. One went one way, one went the other way, and they followed that guy, and he followed me wherever I went. And when we walked out, got into the vehicle, we sat there and watched the door. We saw him come out empty-handed. He got into his blue truck with a camper top, with a little camper on the back of it, Air Force truck with Air Force sticker. And I remember that license plate for a long time. I've forgotten it now because it's been like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. And but they go in your brain and they download everything. They can find it. And he needs a lawsuit against the Air Force, against that guy that did this. He came in my house at 2 in the morning, and I was waiting for him. I knew they was coming in. I was a very light sleeper, and I heard the door open, and I rolled over and I picked my head up. As soon as I did, he cracked me in the left side of the head with that green laser. I had my eyes and it hit my head. My head jerked, a foot to the right. Very powerful. And when my eyes closed, I could literally see my brain inside of my head, and it was green. Everything was green inside of my head. I don't know how that happened, but I could see inside of my head. Well, maybe because I got them cameras in my eyes. I don't know. But I seen green, and I'm trying to lump all these together for what the Air Force has done to me by call of the NSA. I got one more. I got time? Nope, no time. I'm gonna have to get you on the next one on that one. So, by the way, working on this, when that laser beam hit me in the head, they've been hitting me in the head with these energy weapons. And I've done everything to try to stop it. But this thing here, I designed. I've got a little video camera in here. I mean, a lens. And this here, I put this on, I can see wherever I can see, whatever, turn my head. I can walk around and see with this. And I sleep in this. And if he hit me in the head now, I got wires on here. These things go down and it takes the energy out of it. So that's been a lifesaver for me. So I'll give you the next one on what the VA done to me. Orders of the NSA. Thank you.